pretty incredible to see them dive like that. That's some talent there.
Yeah.
All right, things heating up a little bit, huh?
Oh, it is. I know. We've got to hang on to the next couple of days. Tomorrow, a little breezy. Temperatures actually a couple degrees cooler tomorrow. And then we'll get 1 or 2 more days in the 90s before we hit the 100s for just day after day. So enjoy every minute of what we have right now. It'll feel cool in comparison. It's 93 degrees right now. Sky's mostly sunny. We do have some high clouds that are streaming overhead. Northwest winds 5 to 10, so not too much of a breeze out there today. We have mid-90s in Salt Lake and Ogden, 90 in Logan, Evanston in the upper 70s, and St. George at 107. This has been where we've been each day at this time. Temperatures in Moab mid-90s and then high 80s over in the Blanding area. But we are going to see those numbers really start to climb tomorrow, starting tomorrow in St. George, and then we're going to stay up around 110 and higher through next week. So extreme heat moving in. Tonight's forecast for the Wasatch Front, it is warm. We're in the 90s for the next couple of hours. By 9, we're in the mid 80s. We do start to fall into the 70s, but it is going to be a much warmer night compared to what we've been seeing over the past few nights, where we've been dipping down into the low to mid 60s, feeling really refreshing. Temperatures will still be in the 60s for lows, but each night you're going to notice it getting warmer and warmer. And by the end of the week, we're going to have lows only in the 70s. Salt Lake forecast for tomorrow, upper 60s at 7 a.m. and then we're right around 80 degrees by 10 a.m. and then rest of the afternoon, upper 80s, starting to head towards 90 degrees by about 3 or 4 o'clock. So it will be a bit cooler tomorrow with a little more breeze around. It'll feel a little better tomorrow afternoon compared to today, but that breeze is going to be bad news for southern Utah, eastern Utah, where fire danger is going to be a big concern. Red flag warnings in effect for tomorrow with humidities down into the single digits. We have those really high temperatures coming in and those winds coming in, gusting between 35 and 40 miles an hour at times, mostly widespread 30 to 35 mile an hour gusts. But that is enough wind to really increase the flames if any wildfires get going. And of course, we already have a couple of wildfires that we're watching closely, and not good news there. High pressure is back to our west. This is where most of the extreme heat is, and it's slowly making its way in our direction. It's a slow mover, so that allows us to have a few more days where temperatures aren't so extremely hot in northern Utah, but eventually it does get here, and once it gets here, it's going to continue to move slowly. And so that's why we have just day after day going into next week of temperatures getting close to record heat and going well above average. This is Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday, some of the hottest temperatures for us here along the Wasatch Front, even extending through the first part of the weekend as we go into Saturday, and there really hasn't been much movement of this high pressure system. Though as it does slowly start to head east, we should start to pick up a bit of moisture that could bring in some storm chances and also allow the temperatures to come down a little bit, potentially by the second half of next weekend or early next week. Your forecast for central Utah, upper 80s for tomorrow, lots of sunshine. Down in southern Utah, 110 in St. George. Heat warnings for Moab, upper 90s, low 90s in Beaver. And then your 7-day forecast for St. George, right around 110 or close to it on Monday, then 111 Tuesday, 114 Wednesday, and we're staying above 110 through Friday with lows in the upper 70s and low 80s. Northern Utah, highs in the upper 80s to around 90, and the Wasatch Front forecast showing temperatures right around 90 for the Wasatch Front, upper 70s for Park City, but breezier tomorrow. Your 7-day forecast shows, again, these 90s are cool compared to next week, over 100 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and potentially into Sunday as well. Hopefully that moisture comes in, brings us some rain, cools us off going into the following week, because next week looks just rough for all of us, especially down south.
Wow,
record
I was going to
highs.
say, yeah, record highs down south there. Thanks a lot, Kristen. All right, Sam, what's wrong with those Yankees, huh?
Yeah.